Hey guys. So, I asked you like at least 3,000 years ago about a Q&A vid. I said ask me anything and I completely forgot, but it was I think it was like a few months ago, but hey, at least it gives people time to send in their questions. I didn't get many questions. I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 questions. Pretty good. All very, very important questions. Come on. And I think this is my favorite one. It was the first question I got. I believe every YouTuber should answer this question at some point or another. What is your favorite dinosaur and why? Yeah, I know what my favorite dinosaur is, but I don't know what it's called. I call them long necks. Is that what they were called in like the line before time? I drew a picture of my favorite dinosaur. And there you go. He's tall and he can reach the leaves with his super long neck, which I think is awesome, and he's a vegetarian like me and he's only eating the leaves. That's my favorite dinosaur. Yeah, you're awesome. Question number 2. How do you know if your cuts need stitches? Is it when they get infected or what? Well, infected, even minor cuts can get infections, so that's not really a sign of it. But stitches are, in part, to avoid infection. So if the wound isn't open, then there's less chance of infection getting in it. But yeah, so basically, if you have a cut and it causes the skin around it to separate, then you would need stitches to close it, and that would create less chances of like having a really gross scar, like a big scar. It ends up being a minor line instead. Yeah. So you need stitches if the skin is separated and infection can get in. What is the story behind your YouTube name, I Drank the Seawater? Well, I watched a movie like, I don't know how long ago, with the chick from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. she was like lost at sea on some raft, and with a bunch of people, and they couldn't drink. They had to drink the rainwater because they didn't want to drink the seawater. If they drank the seawater, then they would go nuts and possibly die. Like the one guy, he ended up going nuts. He drank the seawater, and then it caused him to hallucinate and paddle off to the shore where he saw an island, but there wasn't an island. So he ran off, was swimming off to an island that wasn't there, so he just drowned. So he drank the seawater. And so basically I say drinking the seawater as someone going nuts, someone losing their mind. So I wrote that I drank the seawater, but originally it was more about going nuts, like in a positive way, but a crazy kind of funny way, going nuts. And I was making T-shirts at the time, and for my brothers, and I would embroider my things that I had, like sentences that I had invented, and that was my trademark. In the back of the T-shirt, I would write "I drank the seawater," and say in the front of his shirt was written, Christopher's, the front of his shirt was written, "If the skin peels off my toes, is that them sending forth a sacrifice, and does that make me their god?" Yeah. So it was my trademark for like t-shirts that I was making. I made a lot of t-shirts with really stupid sayings, and that was my trademark. And then when I guess made my YouTube channel, well, that's how it started. What is your favorite cereal? I vote Cocoa Puffs and Fruity Pebbles. I loved Fruity Pebbles when I was little, but I think it was more because it was colorful. Cocoa Puffs are awesome, but I get to show you my favorite cereal. Is this? Well, here you can see it in English. Harvest Crunch. They're little nut, all like légère et croustillant. So this is my favorite cereal. I know it's healthy. It's crazy that my favorite cereal is healthy. What is your favorite band? Sounds like they wrote Tool. I don't know a band named Tool. I don't know, it's hard because I like a lot of music. I like mostly alternative though. Like I used to listen to country, but I like it's like 3 Days Grace, Seether, Nickelback, Korn, that kind of thing. What is your favorite schoolyard game? This person answers soccer. Me, I hate sports in general. Well, not exactly hate. I have a complete disinterest in watching it or playing it. No sports. But when I was in like my first years in school, grade 1, 2, and 3, there was a hopscotch written on the pavement at my school. So I got to like jump around on the hopscotch and dial my phone number with the numbers in the hopscotch. So that was my favorite schoolyard game. Or otherwise, later on, I was a loner. I was off on my own reading books. So I would like sit in the grass and read books. So that was my schoolyard game. Do you find it hard to have relationships because of your self-injury? Mostly in the beginning it's hard because I kind of piss myself worrying whether or not they're going to accept, like, how they will react. And it's a big stressor because even when they do know, and if, like, I've never had someone react badly. But when they do know, it's a source of worry, so it's definitely an important factor. Yes, so it is difficult. Next question. How do you tell someone, like a parent, that you cut too deep and need medical attention? I hate being really blunt. It's the reason I can't just say, I cut myself, out loud to anybody, not even my counselor or my best friend. I physically can't. Any tips? What I find helpful when I don't have the guts to say something is I write it down. And I can write out everything that I did or feel, whatever, and I'm not interrupted, and I've thought of everything that I want to say in advance, so I don't end up forgetting an important factor, so the person gets all the information they need, and you didn't get interrupted, and it's way easier because you just like read this, instead of like actually physically saying the words. So that's something that I recommend. It's a habit of mine. Used to be anyways. How have you been? Well, that's a mixed answer. Okay, I'll start with the good, because the good is awesome. The good is, well, I have a lizard. Which makes me happy, and I have my ferrets, they make me happy. I don't know, I want more lizards. I want like a giant cage full of lizards. It makes me happy for some reason. I just like looking at them and it makes me happy. Okay, but other than that, I've been clean of bulimia for 74 days. That's 2 months and 14 days. 74 days. I keep track of it. 74 days. I think that's amazing. That's the best I've done in, like, since my eating disorder started. That's incredible. Like, I had done about 3 months last year, but I had fallen a few times during those 3 months that I was doing really well. And then I fell for like a year, which blew. But now, like, check it out. 74 days. And self-injury, I'm clean by, I don't know the exact number, I should calculate that too, but it's been about a month and a half. Yeah. So I'm wicked happy about that. So, yeah. Oh, and then the bad. Well, I'm really upset about my weight, so I'm down a lot, and I'm constantly walking and walking and walking, trying to burn off the weight, and so I'm pretty down about that. So that makes my mood negative. And then there's my mommy. Well, she's been having breast cancer for about 5 years now. Probably had about cancer 4 times before, and she would beat it like with the operations, but now the cancer is back, and she has a lot of lumps, and whatever. She's gonna come down and live here in about a month and a half or so. So that's good, and I get to see her, and if her being sick like she is now, if she was across the country, I would feel terrible, because I'm stuck here and she's out there, and I want to be there for the end of her life, like, and it's not fair, because it's not fair, and I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm very angry that this has to be the end so soon. Like, my mom, her mother died, what was it, Nita, about 6 months ago? She died about 6 months ago, and then, like, my mom was there for her, and my grandmother, she was like, I think she just turned 80, and I had a grandmother for my whole existence until now, and if I have kids, my kids, they won't know their grandmother. They will never have met her. I'm mad, and I'm sad, but I'm happy she's moving here. I'm really wicked excited about that. She's gonna live right next door. She's gonna have the same landlady, and she's gonna live next door, exactly next door. So, and I'm fixing up the apartment. So that's good. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. That's making me happy. Like, I feel good inside about it. Like, that she's gonna be living next door, and like we can go over to her house for supper. Like, my mom, she hasn't lived near me for 10 years. 10 years. And this is the greatest gift she could have possibly given me, is to live next door, is to come back to Quebec and live here with us. That's the best thing that she could ever give me. Hi, Mom. Hi. I can't wait to see you. I'm looking forward to that very much, very much. So, okay, so that's how I've been, and I'm talking too long, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and yeah, bye.